Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. G'day, g'day, g'day. Hope you're all doing well. Let's get into today. We'll start off with just a reminder of the Apex 80% off sale. So they've got the 80% off. Essentially, you can pick up a 150, 250, or 300K account for just $50. And then you've got the $85 lifetime PA fees, and that's across all accounts. So the PA fees are on all accounts, and that's valid. The PA fees special is valid till the 15th of September. All right, so the 80% off is running through till the 27th of August. So it's a great opportunity to get hold of some evals to try and expedite some news next week. If there is something that's worthwhile, use code Jimmy. Jump onto the Apex sale. That's a good one. All right, let's jump over to the calendar. So today we have Fed Chair Powell speaking at 10 a.m. and then the Jackson Hole Symposium running all day. I'm actually going to sit today out. I'm going to have a day off from trading. I'll still be on the charts. I'm going to actually be doing some back testing, looking at some news data in the, so that I can see what news is relevant to what days for CL and how CL reacts to that news consistently over a period of time. And then also have a look at what news I can utilize to expedite some evals, particularly heading into next week. So that's going to be my plan, but that doesn't mean we're not going to do our analysis today. We'll still have a look and see what the charts are telling us. If you're inclined to trade today, then by all means do so. I just not sure how Jackson Hole Symposium is going to affect the charts, particularly with Fed Chair Powell speaking as well. So I'm happy with the week to this point. So I'm going to take today off the trading session. All right, let's move over to NASDAQ because we're there. So we see that NAS on the daily here was unable to push through this volume imbalance, and it's reacted to that level, and then we've sold off. We've also, if you have a look here, we had this bullish FEG, and price has disrespected that and closed through that level. It's currently resting in that. Price is currently resting within that bullish FEG. So I'll be interested to see if this candle is able to push through and therefore, sort of invert that, I guess. But it's currently just resting right at the midpoint. Because price closed through this bullish FEG decisively, I'm actually looking for price to reach lower. So that would be my idea for today on NAS. Let's drop down to the hourly and see what the hourly is telling us. So we had price move into that volume imbalance, so a daily point of interest or an important level. We then see that we had a sweep of this Wednesday high, another important level. We have therefore created a bearish breaker here. I'm also looking at this level here as a bearish change in the state of delivery. I'm not considering this level because for me this is a much cleaner leg. You can see we've displaced through this leg. I'm not seeing this as a low point, which is why I'm using this swing point here and using the body of the candle, not the wick. For me, the bodies are consolidating through here, which is why I haven't chosen this this level. So what we want to see is price respect this change in the state of delivery. We moved lower with displacement, so that's confirming the change in state of delivery. We have a high resistance liquidity on our side of price. So now that we would be looking for, essentially, this would be the reversal. This is the buy side of the curve, and now we're moving into the sell side of the curve. We have low resistance liquidity running through here, and there will just be a ton of it. The way price has been moving, we've got plenty of low resistance liquidity to target. And then if we want to run our standard deviations to give us some sort of idea of where price might move to, we can see that we've reacted from this -2 level almost to the tick, or it is to the tick. And what do we know about this level is that we will see, or we'll likely see, some consolidation or retracement. And we've got the retracement at the moment. Now we'll see if price is willing to push lower here. But you can see that also that the -2, the -2.5 aligns very well with this low resistance liquidity through here, and the -4 with this low resistance liquidity here. So bearish for NAS on the hourly. Have a look at ES. Actually, I can leave that on the chart. So we've got a daily SIBI. So price reached into this daily SIBI, bearish FVG. We've got a nice reaction off that as well, with price moving lower. So here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Obviously, NQ and ES are correlated assets, which means 99, I think it's 97 to 99% of the time they move in the same direction. But what we've got here is that ES is located in a bullish FVG where NQ invalidated that same FVG. So what we might see, and NQ has been the weaker pair of late, is NQ, if it does continue lower, might drag ES with it. But working from our internal to external relationship, and if we just throw the midpoint on here, we'll probably see that price reacted right at the mid-level perfectly. So I would be looking for price based on the daily to see price moving higher. And it has done so already. There's no wick to the downside here. And it's continuing higher. So we'll see what happens with ES. But if we go to the hourly, and not delete my indicators. We might just bring up NQ for a second, just see if there's any SMT. There's no SMT present here at the moment, or at the highs. It's much the same. Let's go back to just the ES chart. So we have a sweep of the high here. We obviously tapped into that daily bearish FEG, which we pointed out just before, and we had a reaction from that level. So we've got high resistance liquidity here, or a stop hunt. We now have a bearish breaker, and we also have FEGs aligned with that breaker. And I'm also looking at this level as a bearish change in the state of delivery. Again, not looking at this point here. Reason being is I look at that as part of this move higher. So that's the leg that's moved higher. So I'm not considering that as the level for the change in the state of delivery. We had that displacement through, obviously, which confirms that change in the state of delivery. And then we also have some target areas, all this low resistance liquidity through here. And down lower, we've got plenty of low resistance liquidity to target. So price is pushing back up higher here at the moment. If this change in the state of delivery here is true, then price should, if it reaches this level, react from this level and continue lower. So bearish on the hourly time frame. So that means that we don't have alignment between our daily bias and our hourly structure. So ES for me would be off the cards today until we get some sort of alignment. Okay, let's jump over to Euro futures. Now, I think I missed this yesterday, or I think I was bullish just because we had such bullish momentum moving through here, but I believe I noted that we could see a turn here, like a cooling off, but I still went into the day bullish, and it did actually cool off and drop down into this bullish FEG here. So I was somewhat right, even though I stayed with the bullish idea. But we have dropped down into this bullish FEG, which means now we can look to target these highs. So that's moving from internal. I know we've moved back into internal, but we're always looking at where price is currently located. And it's currently located at an internal level. So then we'll look for external. Let's drop down to the hourly. So bullish idea, looking at the daily, moving from internal to external. But like ES, we have this same situation. So we've actually got price swept an important level. This was Wednesday's high, Thursday's high. So we swept that. We created a high resistance liquidity. We have low resistance liquidity on the other side of price. And we'd be looking at this as the buy side and then reversal and then moving to sell side. What we would need to see is this change in the state of delivery to hold. This is the first moment in time where we get a change in trend, and we've done it with displacement. We have this FVG here. Price has come back up and it's testing this level. So for this to remain true as a bearish change in the state of delivery, this level will need to hold, which obviously, looking at the daily, we're looking for price to continue higher. So we'll just be keeping an eye on Euro futures today and remaining agile to price. Well, oil. Really wanted to see oil move lower yesterday, but it didn't. Wanted to move higher. Let's jump out here and have a look. You can see though that with all this selling, I guess, you know, in hindsight, you can anticipate some reversal or consolidation after, you know, virtually a week of selling off. So we've got a bearish FVG up here. Price has reacted to a level here. Maybe there's a 4-hour point of interest. It's almost created relative equal lows there. So price has reacted to a level here. What I would still like to see is price to move lower, but price will do what it wants to do. So if we do reach this FVG, then looking for price to turn around there and continue its move lower. Based on what price is telling us here though, bullish today, looking for price to reach this internal level here. All right, let's move out to the hourly. It's a tricky beast, CL, at times. So we got a sweep of this hourly low. We didn't get a sweep of this low. We created relative equal lows. And what I was looking for, I'm trying to determine if we've got a change in the state of delivery. But we don't have our reversal, you know, where we get the low, high, lower low. We didn't get that. We do have a W formation, which is what we've got here. We do have some displacement through here. We could look at this level as a change in the state of delivery. We did get a sweep here, so we could call this our sweep. High resistance liquidity. We do consolidate somewhat here before pushing higher with displacement. So we could look at this as a bullish change in the state of delivery. This is our important level rather. We have low resistance liquidity. I mean, there's plenty of low resistance liquidity. We had so many failure swings. This whole move down. And if you were to draw a trend line, so to speak, you can see that we've actually pushed through that now, retested it and held that. So bullish on the hourly structure for CL. We've also started to see these bullish PD arrays supporting price. Price reached this level, was unable to push through, tried again, unable to push through. And then we have some more bullish FEGs here for price to find support and continue higher. So bullish on the daily and on the hourly structure for oil. Taking a look at gold now. So we did get that move lower into our internal level here and had a nice reaction as well. Okay, so internal to external, looking for price to start moving higher. Bullish on gold. So gold was able to find support here in this hourly FVG. And is starting its move higher. We see that this bearish PD array or SIBI has failed and price has pushed through this level and has found support here and looks like it's continuing higher. And we've also got plenty of low resistance liquidity. Plus, we know price loves equal highs. It loves to use that as a draw on liquidity. So we've got some nice equal highs here to act as a draw on liquidity. So bullish on the hourly structure here with gold as well. Looking at Dixie. How does Dixie look on the weekly? Well, Dixie's found support here, regardless. And it's looking like it's wanting to move higher. We had a convincing candle yesterday. And we've had a nice wick to the downside already today, which is being bought back up. I'd like to see price move into this bearish FEG before continuing and seeking out these lows. Price may also want to reach higher. You know, if we look at the dealing range of this leg, 50% of the dealing range is here. So this FEG is still in a discount, whereas this FEG is in a premium. But this is an idea for now. So we're framing ideas here, so we're looking to be bullish today. And moving over to the hourly. We got some high resistance liquidity. And there's a ton of low resistance liquidity on the other side of price. We haven't had a real decisive move higher. Yes, it has climbed higher, but we don't have any displacement through. We have some small displacement here. We don't have anything through this leg here, whereby I could say, you know, this would be the change in the state of delivery, for example. That is supporting price at the moment, but it didn't do it with displacement through this leg. So it'll be interesting to see if this level or order block could support price. We'll get, again, we have failure swings here for price to target. So cautiously bullish on the hourly structure for Dixie. Okay, let's go over to GBP. Let's clear that up. Still looking for price to reach this legacy high. We're sweeping this swing point here at the moment. But I would like to see price reach this swing point, and it's very close to doing so. So bullish, remaining bullish on GBP. And we're just continuing this trend up. When we finally do get that reversal, look at all this LR, like crazy. Look at this through here, that's unbelievable. We could look at this as bias complete or target complete. We're very close to that target. But until we see a change in the state of delivery, I'm looking for price to continue higher. So remaining bullish on GBP. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up there. I hope you guys have had a good week up until now, and I hope Friday is kind to you. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Remember to jump onto those Apex evals while they're on discount using code Jimmy. If you like my funded futures, you can still get the best deal around, which is $76 for a 50k eval. And once you pass your eval, you move straight to sim funded at no extra cost, using code Jimmy for my funded futures as well. Have a fantastic weekend, guys, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.